Here are the 3 key ingredients for attracting top talent. Hi there, my name is Matthew Ewell from Leading with Nice, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. I've been saying for a while now, there is a big change coming in the employment landscape where people will be leaving work, going to new jobs, and not because they're unhappy, not because they don't like the work they do anymore, but because they feel they've given all they can to the organization. They're spent, they're burnt out. And organizations that aren't recognizing these key players, these people that have the top talent, and doing things like offering sabbaticals or offering some other form of helping refresh them and renew them to keep them around longer, they're going to lose this top talent. Now that also means you will most likely be hiring new top talent. Now the other key that data I just read this week that came out is retirements are starting to tick way up. They were reduced for the past year and a half, but we're seeing lots of retirements now, more so than we have in a number of years. Another reason why you will need these 3 key ingredients for retaining and attracting top talent. And the first one is this: show empathy. So in the hiring process, early and often, ask, how are you doing? How is this process? How are you feeling? And really dig deep with it. Ask, inquire further, ask follow-up questions. People want to work for an organization, especially top talent, that cares about them. And it might seem counterintuitive, like work-life balance, but they still want their place of employment to care about them and to think of them as a human being. Show them that you are this organization by asking this simple question, how are you doing? Now, this is not from me. I actually learned this from Julie Mahfouz Rezvani, who is a 20-year plus staffing specialist. She is the principal of the Orion Group, and they help organizations and companies across North America fill key roles in their organization. She was on our podcast recently, the Leading with Nice interview series, and she answered these questions about how to attract top talent. So these are just the highlights. You'll want to listen to the entire podcast. It's linked below. You can check it out on your favorite podcast app, the Leading with Nice interview series. The second thing she said was you want to see how people react when there's an interruption. So during the interview process, you want to create an event where there's an interruption or something happens. And the reason you're doing this is you want to see how they handle that. How do they flow with it? Do they judo it, where they just roll with it and use the energy of that interruption to keep moving? Or are they flustered? Does it throw them off their game? You want to see how people are going to react in this, because more and more we're seeing interruptions in the workplace, especially now that we might be seeing some hybrid work environments, or some people completely remote all the time and others in an office all the time. You're going to want to see how people react and how this top talent candidate can handle that interruption. And the third thing you want to find out is how they problem solve. You want to give them a problem, and really the answer is not the key ingredient here. It's seeing their process, witnessing how they think through it. And potentially it will give you some insight into how they might be in conflict, how they might be when there is disagreement, how they might be when there is an issue of trust in the workplace. And those are really the key pieces that will help you identify top talent and know how to really drive deeper and do your best to attract that person to your organization. Now, we just scratched the surface with these 3 key ingredients. Julie goes a lot deeper into them on the podcast, so you definitely want to listen to that if you will be in a place where you'll be hiring. And again, you find it on our website, leadingwithnice.com, or the podcast can be found on all of your favorite podcast applications: Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, etc., etc. However, again, visit our website, leadingwithnice.com, where you can find this and a whole lot more like it. And until next time, I'll speak to you then.